Wrestling's fake.
Oh, yeah?
Jesus!
The organization that brought you Tangled Web, Tournament of Death, and Prelude to Violence. 15 years of hardcore tradition. The Combat Zone is professional wrestling's proving grounds. Combat Zone doesn't do PG. No ballroom dancers or pimps shucking and jiving in our ring. Just the biggest names in independent professional wrestling. Greg Excellent.
Oh my God! What?
Bandito Jr.
Only in pro wrestling can two men kill each other and then follow it up with a hug covered in blood.
Sammy Callahan.
Oh, no.
DJ Hyde.
Just moving your body on the canvas. Painful? Not painful now!
CCW features the ultimate hybrid style of high-flying mat wrestling combined with hardcore, death-defying action the other promotions wish they were allowed to show you. Get the latest news on live events, internet pay-per-views, and more. Or score yourself a classic CCW t-shirt from their online store. Support the ultra-violent underground. Go to CCW.com or follow Combat Zone on Twitter.
MoreLikeRadio.com. Because mean people need to laugh too.
Hey, smoker! Sick of smelling like a burnt turd and having your lungs filled with tar? Are you sad and lonely? Like me? Well, help has arrived, at least for the smelly tar part. Put down those disgusting cigarettes and try a RevoCig. RevoCigs are electronic cigarettes that come in both disposable and reusable forms. While normal cigarettes have more than 4,000 toxins, RevoCig e-cigs contain only 5 simple ingredients and using vaping to mimic smoking. For the non-scientist, that means you're puffing water vapor instead of noxious fumes. They even contain nicotine, so you're still getting your fix without filling yourself with poison. They come in different flavors too, like Pure Tobacco, Siberian Menthol, Oregon Blackberry, and the all-new Sava Vanilla. RevoCigs are also money savers. Each individual cartomizer equals about 2 packs of cigarettes and costs only a fraction of the price. You'll literally save thousands. Browse the product catalog online at RevoCig.com. That's RIVOSIG.com. For a limited time, input the promo code MORE10 at checkout to get 10% off your entire order. That's MORE and the number 10. Join the revolution today at RevoCig.com.
Hey, you. Yes, you guessed 10,542,000. Change your username. And while you're in the More Like Radio live page, listening to fine quality programming, notice the banner ad just slightly above the chat room? It's a link to something you want in Amazon. Click it. It's probably reminding you to order something you need from Amazon.com. Don't leave MLR and type the URL like a sucker. Just click the link and it'll open in a new window. This way you can buy your shit and continue listening to the show. Now, change your username. It's right there on the right, stupid.
Did you know you can listen to any of the More Like Radio shows on the go? Download TuneIn Radio on your smartphone and search More Like Radio and never miss a show.
And I'll say no.
Static Silence, North Jersey's premier hard rock band, will be playing live at More Like Radio's first live event. This 5-piece rock powerhouse will be playing songs from their upcoming self-titled EP, including their single, The World Ends With You. Come see Static Silence, have some drinks, and party with the MLR crew at the Dragonfly, 200 Outwater Lane in Carlstadt, New Jersey, Sunday, April 28th from 8 p.m. to midnight. Tickets are available at mlrlive.brownpapertickets.com.
The show kicked off with some cocaine talk.
Wow, Hooters on the phone?
Which was followed by an empty threat from Mersh.
Get ready for 2 hours of this horse shit.
A very subtle message was being delivered by quite possibly the least subtle show on this network.
The rat CIA has been selling crack.
Is that why there's always so many
underprivileged rats?
Is that why there's so many rat liquor stores in those rat neighborhoods?
You know, in the 80s, that the rat government introduced AIDS to the lower income rat community.
Bar rescue talk spiraled out of control with the Cousin Joe show crew on the line.
Diet Pirate Bar.
And then everyone participated in the most inappropriate conversation so far this year.
That's why babies have that extra roll in their neck. It's a defense mechanism.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to pick them up like from there like puppies.
Yeah, but that's what to show them off, so you can examine their genitals and figure out if they're male or female before you sell them.
It's baby slavery at this point. At this point, it's baby slavery.
Have you ever seen baby slaves work a coal mine?
Yeah, well, until they get lung cancer at the ripe age of 18
months.
Yeah, but they're a bunch of whiners down there.
You could get the black lung pup.
I don't even know. I'm actually speechless.
Florida woman finds religious symbol on goldfish cracker.
Mersh then dropped a deuce on the show.
I guess she was too legit to quit. You know,
MC Hammer joke.
Which was followed by everyone laughing at someone else's terrible misfortune.
The can blew up and aluminum shards hit his face.
With media excitement building and the lads' new addiction to a show not on their network, which they insist on plugging, Mersh lost his goddamn mind.
I'm gonna do the rest of the show as Macho Man.
Thankfully, Larry Legend from CZW called in to interrupt yet more fucked up Florida stories. Thank you, Larry.
I want you to be exhausted. I want the fans to be exhausted, and I want the wrestlers to have goosebumps.
And anyone who doesn't needs to check for a pulse. And now, two men who really should have been sperm on the mother's backs, Mersh and Royce. The Fifth Circle.
It's 10 p.m. on the East Coast. Broadcasting from the More Like Radio frequency. This is the Fifth Circle.
Dude, Larry, it's awesome being in the 1%. It's so great to be in the 1%. Dude, don't knock it till you've tried it. I literally went jet skiing and got blown twice yesterday.
Does he wear a condom when he fucks you?
No.
That a girl.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying condoms are for faggots.
Hey, listen, Alanis Morissette song.
What?
When we're trying to get a...
I have no ass?
No ass,
I
dude.
always been told I have a good ass.
Hey, you're laughing.
Hold on, I'll take my pants off.
No, whoa! Jesus Christ. He's actually... No, he's taking his pants off.
I'm pantsless the rest of the show.
Fucking yeah, I'm leaving. So, oh, snap! What's up, kids? Oh, that's great. That's great, huh?
All right.
Oh, there we go. That's.
That was Joe. Sorry.
Welcome, guys. Another excellently produced episode of the Fifth Circle radio show, kind of. 908-444-MLR1 is the number. And,
Can I try Joe again?
I don't care. It doesn't matter at this point. What do you want me to tell you? Yeah, sure.
It
doesn't matter.
None of this matters.
Yeah, it's great.
Who cares? It's fine.
Fucking 20-minute build-up for that.
It's great. It's what.
It's really good.
What happened?
I don't know. Who knows?
It's just technical issues. I don't know.
I thought Bright Light or whatever your cable company is fixed everything.
Has nothing to do with the internet.
Show. It's only this show. Hi, Joe.
Oh.
How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
I'm great.
Aside from your technical difficulties.
Which only happen on this show.
Well, I don't think it's the show so much as your terrible Florida cable. I mean, what do you guys have to choose from? Your Bright Light, whatever, and Comcast? You don't have really good options there.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with the internet. We have no idea.
It's Skype.
As soon as she accepted your call, for whatever reason, the volume went down like half because, for whatever reason, Skype went back to being automatically adjust that garbage that it does.
Again, it's always on Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh. So when you did Hippo Juice last night, Skype was fine, but just to have fun with Mersh, you changed all the levels.
Yep.
That's not nice to do to Mersh.
We did it on purpose.
It's a conspiracy.
You shouldn't do that.
Well, that's what happened. What happened was Royce came in, suspect number one, with a black cap, and the Marine came in with a white cap. And, I don't know, left a pressure cooker in a garbage can.
Oh, boy. See, that's too soon.
Is it?
No, it's not.
Is
It's
it
what
too
happened.
soon?
I mean, that's exactly what happened. It wasn't. anything else. And they look kind of 9/11-y, right? They didn't look.
Yeah, they didn't look.
I was asking my co-hosts that are still here on my show when I was showing them the pictures if they looked a little brown, and I would say yes.
Right? They
No, I think one of them looked like a college kid.
Well, brownies can be college kids.
No, I mean like
they let them in now.
A college kid, a little hunky kid.
I don't know. Someone put.
Despite George
Like an
Wallace,
NYUer.
Despite George Wallace's best efforts, we let them in now. So
Yeah, there's nothing you could do. I mean,
well, white kids in college.
Yeah. That's what you get for running. I mean, that's my opinion. If you're gonna run, sometimes you're gonna get blown up. I mean,
dude,
sorry.
seriously. I mean, you can't.
This message brought to you by New Balance.
Yeah.
Look, you can't break an omelet. You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. You can't burn calories without occasionally be having. Some
Yeah, you
limbs
can't burn
amputated.
calories without losing some legs. It's the
Sometimes
same
that
thing.
happens.
You know who the kid in the white cap was, right? Mark Zuckerberg.
It had to be.
Hey, you know what's never
He's really
happened.
pissed off about losing all that money on Facebook.
Hey, you know what's never happened to me when I get stoned and play Xbox and eat cookies all day? A pressure cooker full of ball bearings has never blown up in my living room.
I've never put a bomb in a garbage can outside of the Boston Marathon. I can
Fucking
tell you
injured
that.
130 people.
So, but what was the point of it if no one's gonna take credit for it? Like, normally when this shit happens, immediately someone's like, I did it. It was us. Our statement is that we hate runners. Like,
That's what I'm thinking. It might be one of those like Al Qaeda sympathizers, like that Richard Reed asshole white guy that grew his beard long to look Muslim. Like, it's not really Al Qaeda, but it's just someone from here wanting to be part of that.
You know anything about Bill Ayers and
It's
the
like an
bombings he did
internship.
back in the 70s? By any chance?
I don't know what craziness.
Look up Bill Ayers and you'll see that fucking dissension and
I don't want
bombing in
to.
America went
I
on
don't-
fucking 40 years ago.
I don't
Bill
wanna-
Ayers, is that where Will Smith used to live?
Yes, the Fresh Prince of Bill Ayers, exactly.
now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down.
And I'd like to take a minute. Just sit right there.
And I'm going to show you how I blew up everything in Bel Air, including Boston. Fenway, arc.
Jesus.
I'll tell you how I lost a leg and now everyone stares.
Did you shoot your wife too?
Not nice, not cool, guys.
But that's okay.
Not
But
fucking cool.
Bill Ayers is he's still a teacher, so that's good. Everything's
Remember,
fine.
we shouldn't make jokes during a time of tragedy in this country. Instead, we should just give up freedoms and pass nonsensical laws.
Right,
Do
and
everything our
then have the
government tells us.
Boston Bruins sing a song and cry like they care for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And close down tours in the White House and let
Yeah.
Beyonce come and
That'll do it.
perform.
That's
Whatever.
fine.
I don't know.
That's fine.
None of this
None of this matters.
anymore.
Just say Smith.
None of this matters anymore.
Well, the Bruins haven't done anything exceptional in over a year. It's not like they won another Stanley Cup this year or something.
Well, you know what? To be fair, they didn't bomb the Bruins crowds because they couldn't look any worse. So
No, you know why? Because they didn't bomb any hockey games because as soon as you see anyone slightly tan
Yeah.
at a hockey game, they're immediately detained.
Not to mention, no one really gives a shit about the NHL. So
It's true.
I call it the NH smell. Right, guys? High five?
More like it.
it's called the No Hope League.
Yeah, see? Get it.
See, because there's no hope.
There's a fire in Texas.
Wow.
Was this a thing?
It was like a big fire in Texas.
I thought it was more of an explosion.
Yeah, it was definitely an explosion.
Well,
Fertilizer.
Yeah.
I didn't know fertilizer was so volatile.
What do you mean? That's what they make bombs out of. Of course it is.
Cow
Ever heard
shit
of
is the most
Kansas
volatile.
City?
Cow shit is the most volatile substance known to man. Highly flammable,
Here it
highly
is.
explosive. Gunpowder's got nothing on cow shit.
Here's the video of it. It's Jesus Christ!
Is that? Oh, and that's how Nick died?
Is that how Nick died?
In the Waco explosion?
Nick
All right,
died.
listen. This is a different show now.
You killed Nikki.
this
You
is,
bastards.
there's no reason to keep this retarded fake
Oh,
storyline
my
going.
goodness.
I know you guys are big fans of WWE, but we don't do fake storylines here.
Oh, no.
Joe,
Hey,
don't
you talk-
ever
No,
tell
no, but what
us
they do
to
is-
do on our
Don't
show.
you talk down to me, girl arms.
Yeah, you don't do fake storylines. You just do fake girlfriends.
Yeah, just because your cock is thicker than your arms are, doesn't mean you get to talk down to me, sir.
Yeah, seriously, son of a bitch. Anyway, look at this fire. It's pretty bad. Explosion.
Did you see the video that has the little girl afterwards, just like being terrified? It's like the saddest thing ever.
Well, the little girl's an idiot, so I mean, what are you gonna?
Well,
do?
She's not an idiot. She got scared that she couldn't hear.
40
I can't hear.
By
I'm
the way,
scared.
by the way, 43 people died in that
I can't
explosion.
hear.
But the good news is they were all employees of a fertilizer plant.
Yeah, you know
so
who
we didn't really miss.
You know who else couldn't hear Siren, and she was an American Gladiator. So you take that.
Mersh, actually, a lot of them were fired.
What? What?
This is when people at the Fifth Circle are going, I'm so glad we do crossover still with.
I like it. I'm fine with it. I don't mind. Joe, don't be mean.
Yeah, Joe, don't be mean to the guest.
Yeah, why are you being mean to us, dickhead?
See?
Yeah, was it Hulk Hogan?
See what they do? See?
What do we do?
What
No.
happened, Joe?
Yeah, Joe, you want to talk about it?
No.
Why are you bumming everyone out, Joe?
What part of Florida are you guys at?
Fuckers.
Orlando. We're from Orlando.
Okay.
I like to say Holando.
Yeah, 'cause
What?
we be
'Cause all the
getting bitches.
Bro, it's raining bitches up
We
here.
be getting
Yeah, I can hear
bitches.
it.
Not really.
Yeah, Anthony, I've been there. There's nothing there.
Yeah, I know. It's probably like the other song that kind of sounds like Raining Bitches.
It's
I
raining
don't,
men in Orlando.
Well,
We be fucking hoes and shit, yo.
Yeah, straight up, man. Just leaving
Right.
Jimmy hats on the floor and
Yeah,
shit.
I can
man.
imagine you guys probably are paying for it.
You guys in red and meth, huh?
Yeah, man. We hang out, yo. We
Yo,
fucking
come on, son. Me and Red be fucking bitches, son.
be smoking blunts and just banging broads.
You know,
Joe
it's-
knows. Joe was here.
Yeah, man. Like just stuffing lock washes into pressure cookers with gunpowder.
Yeah,
and shit,
fucking, you know, marbles.
just
and-
doing me, you know,
Yeah.
YOLO.
You do you. I'll do bombings.
I can't even tell you how exciting that Workaholics Marathon was. We had fucking a blast. We just went out and
Was it more exciting than your fake girlfriend and your fake relationship?
just got to go back to the same thing.
Oh, see. You
But
had
I'm
to
just
do
saying,
that.
if we're gonna hurt feelings, it's
See,
hurt
now-
feelings.
now
I wasn't hurting feelings.
Now
I'm
I
just
feel
making-
like Royce, you're making a heel turn, and Joe's kind of going babyface now.
He really
You know, I'm
is.
starting to turn on you.
Yeah, seriously. You excited for the live event, Joe?
very excited.
I have fucking half a rod right now.
Uh huh.
It's like it's where it's not hard, but it's like thicker and meatier than it usually is. Just from the excitement.
I'm.
It's kind of like a Coke dick, almost. Like you just
Yeah,
sort of
coke
like
dick, like when you're really, really turned on, but you're on coke.
right, it's like a rail and a half.
That's the worst part too. When you're doing coke and you can't get it up, it's not.
And
that your
she's
dick-
horny as fuck.
Your dick doesn't shrivel up completely. It gets almost there. It's like a car that almost starts. Like that's the annoying thing. If your car was just totally dead, you'd have closure and just walk away.
It's a hard dick. You can aim in any direction.
Yeah, your
It's-
dick is
it's-
kind of like a car starter where it's turning over, but you can't figure out why it just why it won't get going. It's the one that's like, and you're like, come on, it's right there. Just need it to catch.
You're flooding the engine. You're flooding it.
Yeah,
Stop.
well, you guys are talking about Coke dick with girls. I only had experiences Coke dick by myself, sitting in a leather chair, just letting that ass sweat build up as I try to jerk off and get hard for hours. So you just don't give up. Because like Mersh said,
Yeah,
you
you can't
get
give up.
horny and shit.
How would
but you can't.
Wait, so you had coke, but you couldn't get a girl? I don't get that. That's
It's not that I couldn't.
Oh, I
It's
was
that I
gonna
didn't
say,
even,
like, that's
even
the
bother
easiest-
trying like usual.
It's the easiest thing in the world to do when you have cocaine is to find a girl.
I know, but at that point when I
You're
was doing
just-
coke, I kind of exhausted all my skank girlfriends. And I don't mean girlfriends, girls I dated, but girls that I knew. And
Dude, back in the day, I would grab an 8-ball and just literally shake it in front of a girl's face.
Go into the bar and fucking walk up to the first girl you see that fucking you think you'll do coke. You'd be like, hey, listen, I got this 8-ball.
this
you
is
wanna get
not
out of here
gonna
right now.
This is not gonna make me look good by any means. But a vivid memory I have of being at a bar on coke was talking 2 inches away from some old guy's face about life and my problems, and we were going back and forth like he was getting divorced, and of course it was like 1 PM on a Tuesday.
Dude,
And
here's
I'm
how
all
you do it.
coked up.
This is the
I know.
roadmap. This is the roadmap. If you ever want to get pussy and you have some cocaine and you want to go out and get laid, go into any bar on Long Island. Look for a girl who has wings tattooed on her back who smokes Newports, and boom,
Butterfly tramp stamp.
and it's done. No, I mean like actual wings on their whole back.
Her name's usually Stefan.
Why is it the girls that get wings, like get angel wings tattooed on their backs, are usually the biggest pieces of shit?
They gotta fucking put the angel wings on there to
There's
fucking
never-
throw you off their scent. They
I've
don't want you to know
never
they're
met
fucking.
Yeah, I've never met a single angelic woman with actual wings.
I'm an angel.
Yeah, you're an angel. Here, now blow this fucking line before I fucking do it myself.
You're certainly not a Victoria's Secret angel.
No, I'm an angel. Yeah, no, I get it. You're an angel, but do me a favor and cut those lines up into bumps now because we're getting down to the end here. I got to stretch this out for a couple more hours. I'm not going into work
I've been
crashing.
calling my boy for 2 hours now. He ain't answering his phone, so we got to cut these into bumps, baby.
Wait, but you got to go to work later. Exactly. I got to have to do a couple bumps before I go to work. I can't crash as I'm coming into work. I got to work at least 2 hours, then crash. I can play it off like I'm sick. Come on. Let's say you keep a job.
Yeah.
Dude, those were the funnest days. When I'm sorry, I was going to tell a Coke story.
No, go for it. I like
I
Coke
love
stories. Go
Coke
for
stories.
it.
I was working at the Nanuet Mall in some print shop, which is now out
Ooh,
of business.
fancy.
They would
Hey,
sell
don't rub your fancy degree in our face.
He was working for fucking. He was working for a string.
Over at the Nanuet Mall, though.
Yeah, that too.
He was working for Stringer Bell's legal business.
Yeah, you know, I just got let go from the Orange Julius, so.
So these people made me a manager. So there were days during the week where it would just be me opening the store, working behind the counter, and closing it. So I would, and there was one time I allegedly 7 years ago, took $100 out of the register in Nanuet, put a sign saying "Be back in 15 minutes" on the door, locked up, drove from Nanuet to Patterson, which is what, 45 minutes at least?
At least.
To buy.
That's where you go Parkway,
to
you
buy-
know, to 4 to 208,
Yeah, it's
all
at
that
least
shit.
45 minutes.
That's
And Patterson's a shithole too. Oh my god.
That was before I had good connects. This is my early Coke days. Excuse you.
When you go to Patterson and get shit on any
Yeah,
block.
this is when Joe was buying Coke. It looked like Dennis and D from It's Always
Should have
Sunny.
gone to Hackensack. He goes all the way to Patterson.
Pull up over there.
Just that one black guy that they don't even know.
So
how much is a gram? $400. Pull up over there.
I'm really.
So
we
45
were really.
minutes each way. The $100 out of the register got me 2 grams. I went back, and then I left the "Be back in 15 minutes" sign on the door. Went in the back, did the Coke, put the sign back up, walked down to TGI Fridays to get drinks. It was the greatest job in the world because who the fuck
Goes to the
shops
neighborhood
at a Prince? I'm not gonna say the whole name. That's part of it. A store where they sell posters that are in frames. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Dave just looked at me like, "Oh, it's Prince Plus." Yeah, it is. Whatever. They're out of business.
good
Who gives a
job,
fuck?
good job, buddy.
I wasn't
Whatever.
gonna say the name, but
Whatever.
Dave just laughed at what I
Who
said,
gives
so
a
I know
fuck?
it's Prince
Who
Plus
cares?
Incorporated.
They're out of business.
LLC.
And I think it had something to do with it. Who cares? But it was great.
I was
But
an
it's
assistant
like,
manager
how
at the Ball
dumb are
State.
you to make me a manager when I'm 24? What are you, retarded?
Or even at your
That's what
current
you get
age.
for giving me-
Or even in 10 years.
Yeah.
All right, well, whatever.
I'm 24 and my jaw looks like it's wired shut. You see how fucking tight this thing is? Now make me a manager, please. Give me a key.
And I had no idea how to frame the posters. Anytime someone would actually come in and buy something, I would sell it off the wall to display. And the next day, I'd tell the boss, "Yeah, they didn't have time to stick around for me to make it, so can you remake this and put it on the wall?" I had no idea what the fuck
Joe, do you understand that this is a new era? If you don't have a neck tattoo, you can get a good job in this country. That's why I don't believe in anybody's excuses. Bro, I got hired last year.
Tattoo with that neck tattoo.
I got hired last year to run a strip. I was a manager at a strip club for a year without an ID, without any photo identification whatsoever.
It's a strip club.
I had access to a safe. I had alarm codes. I had keys. I had no. I didn't have a birth certificate or a photo ID.
Wow. That can't happen today, though. I can't.
This
see
was a
that.
year ago.
Oh,
A year
Strip,
ago?
at strip
a
clubs, it can
year
still happen because
ago.
it's all about anonymity at a strip club. All the girls are named
Yeah.
fucking Chardonnay and Mercedes.
Yeah, but
What, the
still,
manager,
I would-
dude?
There's got to be
You never,
background.
you never
And-
find a
and-
nice girl named Toyota in there, do you?
No, you don't. You find
No, but there's-
fellatio.
There's
Yeah,
got
but
to
do
be
you
checks to
understand
make
what
sure
it's-
they're not 14.
Do you understand what it's like to have somebody go, here's $12,000, go get me some ATM money, and not to ever have had that person
Dude.
run any, like, even look at a picture of you that was state issued? That's
at the-
insane. But it's just because come on, man. Of course you could be a manager. Just, if you have the gift of gab and you're not a complete fucking visible mess.
I can't imagine being in that position with no record of who I was because at maybe the same job, allegedly, I was given the duty of taking the money to the
Duty.
I get it. Taking the cash to the bank. And sometimes we would sell a good amount and there, it was the end of the week and there'd be like, $2,000 and I would have to bring the bag to the bank and put it in the night deposit box. And I got the brilliant idea one time of going, hey, what if I just take this bag and say I dropped it off? And it took me a good 10 seconds to go, oh, wait, there's cameras, dickhead. So I never. I mean, that's the reason I'm not in jail. I'm not that retarded. But I'm saying if I had that job without any record of who I was and a fake name and a fucking,
Could have just walked away.
I can't imagine. What
Yeah,
I'm
but that's
saying
like
is,
a fucking
there's
crackhead thing to do. Like, who steals $2,000? Like, that's
Yeah,
such a
it's not
fucking
it's not
crackhead
worth it to
move.
go to
want
jail.
coke.
You're gonna
But
take a
even when I
fucking
was-
federal
even
knock
when
for
I was
fucking stealing
really-
$2,000.
Well, no, I didn't do it.
No, never know. $2,000 like 3 months
Dude,
rent. That's
even
pretty
if
good.
I'm just saying it crossed my mind. That's
even
all.
if I
jump out at Christmas.
even back when I
Yeah.
did a lot of
Sammy,
drugs,
you
I
ain't
would-
getting no presents this
It's
year.
fine. You guys go ahead.
Mersh is trying to talk on his own show.
Yeah, it was just. I mean, it was what I had planned for the week, but I don't know. I mean, sometimes we play it by ear.
What do you have planned? Come up to Jersey and get an 8-ball?
See, you're still stepping over him.
Oh no, it's
and
good.
now I'm
Nah,
uncomfortable.
Joe, it's good. It's great. I'm so happy.
You don't sound it, Mersh. You don't sound it at all. You sound actually mad.
I gave up on this show literally 3 seconds in when the fucking intro just dropped out.
But wait, that was before we called, so don't blame me.
It dropped out because you called.
Oh God! All right, I'm gonna hang up.
No. Now you have to stay on.
No, now I feel bad.
You should feel bad, and that's why we want you to stay on.
So anyway, what happened to Nick?
Joe?
Is he okay?
Did Joe hang up?
No, I'm here.
Oh,
Nick
there
is
he is.
fine.
Oh, we got to call. Hey, shut up. Hello, is this the incredible Shane Strickland on the phone? Oh, how you doing, man?
Yeah, we might have to cut out cousin Joe and the guys.
Yeah, that's cool. What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm out here in California doing some other business stuff related.
Yeah. Is it related to the belt I saw you post on Facebook the other day?
Excuse me?
Is it related to the? I saw you rocking a belt the other day on Facebook, because I know you're working with some other people too.
No, that's just handling some other business out here. So it's like 7:30 over here from there. So
Oh
I
yes.
call y'all on like a press time and all that.
That's awesome. Well, I just dude, I'm really excited to have you on. I'm probably the biggest Shane Strickland mark on the station. I've kind of been the one that sold everybody on the station on you, and has just been making everybody watch videos of you all week to the point where it's now getting annoying. But so we're actually really pumped to have you on, man. But basically we started with Combat Zone, I guess, a couple weeks back. We've started kind of working with them on promoting their product. We sort of fell in love with it around Christmas time, just seeing sort of the quality of it and how it's come a long way in the last 10 years. When did you start getting involved with them?
I started getting involved with Combat Zone I would say around November of 2011. That was like because actually the first person that got me really into the Combat Zone was Adam Cole.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And I hadn't met Adam at cause, Greg Excellence. He runs his own promotion in Hanover, Pennsylvania. It's called Groundbreaking Wrestling. Well, recently I had moved from Virginia all the way up to Pennsylvania, and I wanted to start in a new area, just wanted to start fresh. And so one of my buddies hooked me up with Greg Excellence promotion and everything. I went to go visit and just see one of their shows, and Adam Cole ended up being there wrestling. He ended up wrestling Gacy that night, and I was like, oh man, this guy's really awesome. So what I did, I just like hit him up on Facebook randomly, just like a random Joe, just like hitting him up like, hey man, like I just moved up here and I really like your match. You're freaking amazing, man. And I was just like, is there any advice you can give me or who I could talk to and everything? And I started finding out more about Combat Zone. And he told me to just come up and try out in front of DJ. And that's what I did. I'd say about a month later, which was ended up being November, and the DJ took me under his wing and started training me every week and every month, so like 2 times a week. And everything is just like snowballed ever since then.
That's awesome. Well, he's obviously doing a good job because we've just been watching a ton of the more recent pay-per-views they've done. Like we watched Best of the Best, and we watched Wanted before that. And your match in Wanted with was it Azrael or was it Bandito Jr.? Yeah, it was, dude. Wow, like it was the opening match, and it just set the pace for the whole night. Like everybody was pumped after your match. Like you're cocky, your entrance, everything. We're just big fans of yours, so we're really pumped to have you on.
Now, yeah, and the question I had was who were some of your who got you into wrestling? Who were some of your wrestling role models? Like when you were a kid, who did you watch? Who were you a mark for?
I marked huge for Rey Mysterio.
Oh, Rey Mysterio.
That was like the guy. In my mind, nobody else like really captivated me like Rey.
Rey Mysterio is a great entertainer. I mean, I still remember when he won the heavyweight championship. Like, what a big deal that was. Like to see such a, let's be honest, a small dude to take over the heavyweight belt like that. That was really cool.
Oh man, that blew my mind. Like there was actually, say, 3 major guys that really like took me. It was Rey Mysterio, it was Edge, and it was Shawn Michaels. Those were the 3 guys that no, they couldn't do any wrong.
He's on every list. Everyone always. Shawn Michaels makes every single list.
It's
if
funny.
You ask anybody, Shawn Michaels makes every list.
It's true. We've interviewed a few different wrestlers, and every the top 3 changes, but Shawn Michaels is on everybody's list that we've asked.
Well, you definitely.
Oh, he has to be.
You have
he's
that.
He's like the 90s to 2000s generation of Ric Flair.
That's a good way to describe him. Yeah.
Very accurate. Yeah, I mean, just his swagger and just what a jerk he was. Like, and how good you are. And that's honestly, that's one thing I've noticed. It's not just what they do as far as their their persona, mic skills or whatever like that, but it's the little nuanced things that people do that I kind of watch in ring, and that's one of the things I enjoy watching about watching. I'm sorry?
He just has so many things that you remember about him. Like when you see kids like shaking and thrusting their hips in the crowd and like dancing and like
yeah,
it's like those are the things you go home and take with you at the end of the night. Like, wow, he did that, so I'm gonna do that. He did that, so I want to be just like that. I want to dance just like him. And that's when you know you captivated the crowd. And Shawn Michaels was that guy who just captivated people because you wanted to go home and be just like that guy.
Now, and that's the thing. I mean, having things stand out that like the little moment. Like I watched, it was a match between you and I can't remember who again, but it was an IPW match where you were yelling at the ref about him grabbing your tights, even though he wasn't even grabbing your tights. Just like the little things like that. Yeah, like you were just being a dick, and it was so much. Like that's when I started really becoming a fan of yours because I was like, listen, look at this guy. I was like, Royce, you got to watch this dude. And it's just like you just come out, and that's why I'd really like to see you do some heel stuff down the road because you're natural to just really enrage some people. Like just the way you were taunting him, and how do you like your champ now? And he's power bombing on a wood floor. Like it was just brutal, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And now,
there's a few times I'm able to be a bad guy sometimes, but like those times I like really cherish and I really get into it.
Now something that I always tell the guys that we're fans for, when you do inevitably, and it's going to happen, dude, because you're really good. When you do inevitably make it to the WWE, please do me a favor. Do not let Creative or Vince change your name to something like Strick Shaneland or Strick Von Shaneland or something.
And he will too. Sorry, I gotta own the T-shirt. Fuck you. It's like he's obsessed with. What is his deal with that? He's just obsessed. Like he takes this really great talent that like you're like, why don't you just let him be Shane Strickland? He's good. Like no, he's got to be. We're gonna make him an African warlord. We're gonna give him an AK. Why do you have to do that? Like why can't he just come out and be awesome?
Like some of the names that come out, like they sound like porn star names, to be honest. And I'm like, what is this? Like, no.
That's what I say about the Shield. All of the Shield sound like gay porn stars, and I'm a big John Moxley mark. I always have been, But and I think Seth Rollins is great too. But when you hear Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, like I think of two guys on like those solo jerk off box covers, like the guys that they don't do gay stuff with guys, but they're like, "Come watch me jerk off on this DVD." Like it's like that kind of porn name where you're like, "Ew, that's a little weird." Like, why can't you just let him beat John Moxley? He's awesome. He's cut some of the best promos I've ever seen.
Exactly. I think Dean Ambrose rolls off the tongue really well. I think they went a good route with that one, and I think John Moxley actually had a good bit of saying in that, because what I've been told is like what they do is like they actually work with them together, and they work with the workers together, kind of come up with a name. They'll try to put this together and then put like a list of names, 2 lists of names, like just put them together, like mismatch and all that, and see which one sounds the best. And I think Dean Ambrose has to be like the absolute best one.
Yeah,
he's everybody in development that came about.
He's definitely the alpha male of anybody that's in the last 2 years that's come out of there. It's just he flew through FCW. Like he was barely there. Like they signed him and he was there for like 3 months and I'm like, we got to bring him in. Like we're just wasting time down here. Like I don't think he even really got used to the humidity in Tampa. But hey, speaking of working together, I kind of was curious. We watching Best of the Best. It looks like they're kind of teasing that you and Rich Swann might do some stuff together. Is that something that might happen? A little tag team action?
I don't believe like we'll be doing anything else more together because Rich has a lot of Japan dates.
Oh.
That he has to, because since being crowned the Ultimate Triangle Gate champion, he has to defend that like religiously over in Japan. So he's going to have a lot of responsibility to do with that, and I won't be able to. Like, really one of my best friends in the business, right? And like I support like everything he does, and it's like, hey man, you have your priorities here, and you got to go do your thing, man.
You guys work really well together in the ring. Are you you got any plans to maybe try to creep into Japan over there and do some stuff? Because I mean, you're obviously a really hard worker. I mean, just you can go back and look at, for anybody listening, I mean, we're playing, we have a video feed, and our listeners are actually watching you as we talk to you on the phone. Well, we're playing some of your highlight reels and some of your matches. But, you're improving, like, rapidly. So, I mean, I'm sure probably down the road you're going to be over in Japan doing some stuff too, right?
I really hope so. Like, as for now, I don't have any set in stone plans about yet, but I'm really working towards it. Really working hard. I always send my stuff to like a different continent every month to see like if anybody bites on it, and I'm just really hoping that like anything comes back on it. But as for now, I don't have anything set in stone for it yet.
Now, are you do you watch Botchamania?
I do.
What are your we always ask everybody, what are your thoughts on Botchamania?
I think it's just a way to like get people's names out there a little more in a comedic sense. But I've been on it a couple times, but they haven't been anything like major yet. I should say, knock on wood. But I don't know. It's just the funny side of wrestling because every time there's a lot of seriousness in wrestling. Like guys always like have beefs or feuds.
Right.
I think sometimes this is a good thing to put some comedic sense of wrestling because there's many faces out there, and I think it's funny to put it out that way too. And then it gets exposure. No matter any kind of exposure is good exposure. Not necessarily good or bad, but exposure is exposure, I should say.
We've had a few people tell us that I think it was Scotty Riggs that was telling us that it's like just a blooper reel for wrestling, like anything else. Things happen, it's going to happen, and just being on Botchamania, just at least with me and Mersh watch it all the time. It's if you're not on there, that means you're not trying a lot of stuff either. Because normally the guys that are on there, sometimes it's just guys that they hit 99% of the stuff, and listen, you're gonna like anything else, you're gonna make a mistake.
Yeah, like you're never gonna see Sheamus on Botchamania because he has 3 moves. But like somebody, if you have a match where it's like Bandito Jr. versus Shane Strickland, they may or may not end up on there because they're gonna do like at least 5 high flying moves or head scissors. That you know what I mean. At some point, if you do 100 matches, you're gonna screw up a move.
Yeah, it's bound to happen. And even the guys that don't do those stuff, like Miz ends up on there, like Cena ends up on there, like same as that. All them guys, like a lot of TV. It's funny how much guys on national network television get put on there, and they don't do nowhere near half the stuff we have to do, and like the dangerous stunts that we have to pull off. And I'm like, why these guys not be able to pull like something simple like this off? They're like, you know. But it's still like any level you're on, any type of profession, like some of the best wrestlers in the world end up on there, and it brings everybody back to reality a little bit.
It's great. I don't think there's an episode that I haven't seen at some point. Like,
Yeah.
It's the greatest thing before I go to work is to pop in a couple of Botchamanias before I leave. It just puts you. It makes. I mean, his editing style. Like he's just such a dick, and that's what kind of makes it so funny. You know.
Now, Shane, is there anybody that you would really like to work with that you haven't worked with? Like, who's your top guy that you would like to work with?
Oh, Ricochet. Ricochet is like the top guy.
Right.
Like, I've had three top guys on the independent scene to work with. Rick Swan was one of them, AR Fox, and then Adam Cole. And I haven't been able to work Adam Cole yet, but I know that's going to happen sometime sooner or later. It's just a matter of timing. But right now, Ricochet is like on the top of my list.
Yeah, he's. I saw one Ricochet match versus Dustin Ray's.
Right.
And it was like Dustin Ray's best match. You know what I mean? Like that dude just brings it out in people. So yeah, that would be an incredible match. But what's planned for? What's planned? Since we have to plug it anyway, since they're our pals, we have Proving Ground on May 11th.
Yeah.
Coming up this month. So for anybody in New York, New Jersey area, CZW Proving Ground, May 11th, Voorhees, New Jersey. Are you going to be on that show?
I will be.
Oh, nice.
That they haven't announced my match yet. I haven't heard from DJ yet about what he wants me to do on there yet, but I will be in attendance and I will be in that room. That's for damn sure.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic.
And we're
man.
going to try to get our hands on some tickets too to give away and stuff. So anybody listening, make sure you check that out and make sure you get some Shane Strickland chants going on in the ring because, like I said, dude, I've been a huge fan of yours, and now I've been going back and now watching older stuff of you. But I just caught on to you maybe a month ago, and Royce will vouch for me. I've been like, dude, you gotta watch Shane Strickland, man. You gotta check this kid out. He's phenomenal. So it's exciting to finally get you on the phone, man. This is cool. It's
Thank you. Thanks so much.
It's at Strickland Shane on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
And is there anything else you want to plug, like your website or anything?
Or any upcoming matches or events you're going to be at?
Try to put some money in your pocket, man.
I will be attending IWC on May 3rd. Like not May, they sort of like completely sold up. May 11th, Proving Ground. That's actually will be a doubleheader with WSU. As going to be doing the King and Queen of Tag Team with male and female intergender tag team matches there, so that'd be awesome. Following weekend, I will be holding a doubleheader, but at the end of May 31st, or June 2nd, that full weekend I'll be in Evolve and FIP. It's going to be a triple shot. So definitely check out FIP, Full Impact Wrestling, Full Impact Pro, if you haven't already. The last two shows have been phenomenal, and they've just been really pulling off some major main matches like Samurai Del Sol and John Davis and Ara Fox. Like I've been on there wrestling with like Lindsay Dorado down in Florida, and there's a lot of talent down there. So definitely want to check out their pay-per-view when they be having them. And I'll be doing Evolve that weekend as well. Also, I'll be joining the Super Indie Tournament for IWC International Wrestling Cartel on June 15th. When there's a lot of names that haven't been announced yet, so I don't want to go too far ahead with it. But there's definitely going to be a lot of big names going to be out in the next few weeks, I should say. So definitely check out International Wrestling Cartel or IWC on Twitter and Facebook and their website. They're going to be announcing a lot of great names and talents. And Excite Wrestling up in New Jersey, definitely check them out. I'll be debuting for them too as well.
Jesus, this guy works.
Wow,
More proving ground.
You talk about working.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
You don't quit, do you?
You don't stop, huh?
That's awesome.
I do not take a rest.
Well, there's
at all.
There's definitely like a big buzz starting, man. I mean, I've been watching it on Twitter. I mean, the last couple of pay-per-views have been out. Like, I've been just watching people on Twitter, and you're getting a nice little buzz there now. So I'm definitely hoping it keeps up for you, man. We're big fans over here. We're gonna definitely keep watching and keep plugging you, man. Every time we get a chance.
And
thank you. Appreciate the support.
Yeah, man, no problem. And like I said, you please, you're one of the best people. You're one of me and Mersh told me the other day. You sell better than some of the best people out there. It's really fantastic to watch.
Yeah, man. Seriously, it's ridiculous. Like, we really do like watching your matches. You got that? Like, well, we're big on that, man. It's all like we hate watching people no sell, and it's like we're big Dolph Ziggler fans, and that dude sells. Like you say you want about the guy, man, but if you land anything on him, he's gonna make it look like it broke his spine, and. You definitely have that angle about you where, at least you sell, which is, it's part of wrestling. I mean, a lot of guys don't do it, and you're like, dude, it's part of it. Like, you have
John
to sell.
Cena?
Yeah, you know what I mean? You have to sell, though. Like, otherwise you make the other guy just look like, you make both guys look like assholes if you don't. So, but man, we were just, like I said, watching Best of the Best today, and, yeah, that was insane. I still think The Wanted, I was a bigger fan of The Wanted. I kind of like the one-on-one. It's just more focused.
Right.
And, yeah, you and Bandito Jr. just kicked the shit out of each other. That was a fun match to watch.
That was the first time me and him ever faced off against each other, and it was really really funny because the year before when he was in the Super 8, I was on the Battlefield pre-show, and it was like, man, that guy's really awesome. I really love to do some work with him. And then the following year, I ended up working on the CZW, and everybody just ended up loving that match. So it was really funny how things come around like that. So that was a really big pivotal moment. For me.
All we're gonna say is Shane, and I'll say it because we have a feeling you're gonna be rising really really fast. So just don't forget us.
Yeah, please don't.
Don't forget us.
We'll be your friend, and we'll be your friend now while we're all on the same level. But you're definitely gonna blow up beyond us at some point.
Yeah,
so,
soon, very
soon. Just be our friend. You know what I'm saying? Return a phone call because some of these guys, don't when they blow up.
Yeah,
all
some of these
sudden,
guys are like, hey,
these dudes are like, oh yeah, no, I kind of remember you, Mersh, and I'm like, oh cool.
Yeah.
Remember when we helped you out? And
remember when Ryan Reeves was my buddy and we're all pals, and now he's Ryback and he doesn't know how to return an email.
I'm trying to help you sell shirts when you were in the Indies, and now that you got a creative department, now you can't return a phone call.
Yeah, seriously.
With a name like Mersh, I'll never forget it.
Bam, Mersh in his head.
Stands out.
But you know what? Now you know what's gonna happen. Now in 2 years, he's gonna be on WWE debuting as Shane Mershland.
Shane Mershland.
Yeah, a couple years ago, I told Vince I came up with this whole character myself, and it just came to me in a dream one night, and I'm gonna be like, son of a bitch, and I'm still here broke. Well, hey man. We really appreciate you coming on.
Thanks,
I know
man.
you've been
really
insanely busy, and again, we're going to be pumping you on Twitter. It's at Strickland Shane, and anybody who has time, not now because we want our numbers to stay up, but after the show is not live, go on YouTube and just type this dude's name in. You will spend a good 50. Watching Shane Strickland videos on YouTube is like watching cat videos. You're like, all right, I'll just watch one match, and then it's like 50 minutes of watching cat. You're just like, oh man, I'm gonna watch another one. So definitely check him out, and it's Strickland Shane on Twitter. Thank you, dude. We definitely want to do this again sometime.
Open door, welcome anytime. Anytime you have something to promote, just let us know.
Thank you so much. Appreciate everything.
No problem, man. Take it easy.
All right, you too, guys.
Later.
Bam, we got Shane Strickland on.
He's great, man.
He is awesome.
I was playing you saw playing some of his matches and highlights during it. He really is.
And he's
great.
like young, dude. He's like
very
not
young
even, he's barely got as many matches under his belt yet. So when he's really I'll tell you, man. I'm looking forward to seeing some more stuff out of him.
All right, well, before we go to break, I want to bring up.
Hey, whoa, yeah. What do you want to do, Royce?
Our live event coming up in less than 10 days. Actually,
yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, I'm sorry.
MOR,
we should plug that.
MOR Live.
Excellent marketing strategy.
.brownpapertickets.com if you want to show up. $8 and you guaranteed a gift bag if you buy early. So.
It's 10 days from now.
10 days.
Motherfucking days away.
I'm
Carlstadt,
so
New Jersey.
fucking excited for
really
this
am.
thing.
Yeah, she seriously is. Like, there's actually a squishy noise under the table.
There is, and that's me. You should hear Maurice. So go there, get the tickets. It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, or don't.
Yeah,
you know
what?
Don't.
We don't need you.
You're fucking too good for us.
Reverse
Don't come to
psychology,
the
I like
event.
it. I like what we're doing
You know
here.
what? Go stay at your mother's house for a while.
Yeah. And by the way, Joe, you can come back on because after the break, I want to talk to Joe because I hear why. No, he can't come back on.
After, because I don't know.
I said after the break.
Yeah,
Okay,
after the
after
break.
the break.
After
Pay
the break.
attention.
After the break. Did you want to say after the break?
I don't know if he was paying
I
attention.
don't know if you were
weren't very
paying
clear.
attention.
All right. Let's start over. Hey, after the break, we're going to bring Cousin Joe Coletta back from the Cousin Joe Show for more antics.
Yeah.
Coming up next.
And hijinks also.
On the Fifth Circle radio program.
Marie,
Hit it.
would you care to take us to break?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And
That's what hit it meant.
And hit it.
And quit it.
And go.
Hey, listeners. Yes, that means you. Missed your favorite More Like Radio shows live? No problem. Just go to morelikeradio.com/downloads. That's morelikeradio.com/downloads. More Like Radio's RSS feed works with your iThings, Zunes, Androids, Windows Phone, and anything else that can subscribe to an RSS feed. If you're so awesome that you only get your podcasts from iTunes, you can subscribe to our feed in iTunes by clicking the subscribe to iTunes link right on the downloads page. So what are you waiting for? Download More Like Radio podcasts and subscribe to our feed now. Yes, right now. Do it.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Footer from The Red Show. Make sure you check us out every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, on our brand new home, More Like Radio. Give us a call. We are very caller-friendly. We love our fans.
All right, caller, what's up? You are live on the Red More Like Radio. What's up?
What's up, superstar?
Oh, is that Bull?
That it is.
My man Bull, one of my favorite humans in the whole entire world. My man Bull. What's up, brother?
Not a whole lot, man.
How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good, man. I'm doing a lot better, bro.
The last we knew from Bull, you were you went to rehab on your own, got yourself cleaned up a little bit, and that's been what, just a little over a week? Am I wrong?
Quitter.
Yep.
Fucking quitter.
8 days for my family. That's the main reason. I had a P-Rock Footer K times 100 moment about 2 weeks ago, and
We don't give a fuck. I hope you relapsed. Burn in hell, Bull.
Oh my God! What are you?
I meant I love you, bro. Get better. That's what I meant.
Hold on.
What happened?
And I'm the asshole? Hold on a minute.
So call in. Get to know us. The Red. Every Wednesday night, 9 o'clock East, following Hippo Juice.
Hippo Juice, nigga!
Markout Radio live Sundays at 2 p.m. on morelikeradio.com. Two wrestling marks who surprisingly don't have a lot of nice things to say about Hulk Hogan. I think you should bring Hogan back and let Norton kick the fuck out of him.
Hogan hours sucked.
But now it just seems like everyone's kicking out of everyone's finishers for no reason whatsoever.
You're making me embarrassed over here.
Oh, they're fans.
I gotta say, the person I masturbate the most to on More Like Radio is Big T.
My boner's so huge right now.
Go away. Just stop. I don't even care. It's in.
And that's Markout Radio live Sundays from 2 to 4 p.m. on morelikeradio.com.
This year's the Bullet of the Woods, Dusty Rhodes, the 3-time World Heavyweight Champion, living on the Never Latin boat, and you're listening to the Man Cave Radio Show every Sunday from 8 to 10 a.m. exclusively on morelikeradio.com, if you will.
The Cousin Joe Show.
And I'm sitting in the chair. He did the barber cock touch.
What the fuck?
This is what it is.
Dude, where are you going to get your hair cut?
Listen to me.
Where are you going?
See how I'm sitting right now?
Yeah, I do.
Where are my elbows?
Outside the... Oh!
They always go around the side, and where the height of my elbow is always their dick. He reaches in, and his cock touches my elbow. And the thing is, like, I can't immediately jerk away because that looks like...
You know you touched it.
Right, I'm acknowledging a cock touch. So instead, I just leave it there and let him rub his dick on my elbow.
Dude! Did he go back and forth?
That's when you could tell.
Did he go back and forth ever, like, fast? Like,
Not fast. I wonder if guys do play games or get the barber hard, kind of wiggle their elbow.
Nobody does that, Joe. Nobody does that.
Well, weird faggots. Who knows?
You're fucking weird.
Saying.
Tune in to the Cousin Joe Show live Thursday night 7 to 10 on More Like Radio.
Masters of None, a comedy podcast that doesn't suck.
Now live on morelikeradio.com, Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Hey, what's up? It's Mike.
And Jay.
And Art. And we are the newest podcast on the More Like Radio network, Masters of None. Check us out. And I guess we have to tell you a little bit about what the show's about, right?
We're on Sunday nights from 9 p.m. till 10 p.m. Eastern, and you can check out all our old episodes on iTunes. And what we do is we pick a topic every week, and we kind of debate stuff and pop culture, and we have some special celebrity guests as well that Art usually books. Tell him, Art.
Yeah, we got Christopher Lloyd on the show. We had Chris Hardwick, Doug Stanhope, Bobcat Goldthwait. Check out mastersofnone.com to see all of our cool guests we interviewed.
And follow us on Twitter and Facebook as well at Masters of None.
We are the podcast that doesn't suck.
Except for Art.
Except for Mike.
Except for Art.
Dicks.
For more, check out Masters of None on iTunes, Twitter, and Facebook, and also at mastersofnone.com.
Tuesday nights on More Like Radio, it's the show about beer that apparently everybody is talking about.
He has his own show.
No, he doesn't.
He has a podcast.
What? Prove it.
Alcohol by Volume.
He talks about beer. How hard is that?
Alcohol by Volume.
Talks about beer. How hard is that?
Because it's a show on our network.
Alcohol by Volume.
No.
That's the show?
Atticus?
Atticus, why does that sound
Because he's the guy that syncs up our audio when we screw it up.
Kevin. Great at video, horrible at everything else in his life.
Well, yeah, because Atticus was a fan, and then he became a staff person, and then he became a show host. Very integrated with us. I mean, he has a More Like Radio T-shirt.
He sounds great. We should get him to host a show.
He does
on
have
the
a
station.
He does have a show. It's called Alcohol by Volume.
Alcohol by Volume, Tuesday nights 6 to 8 p.m. only on morelikeradio.com.
First, there was Hippo Juice. Then Ham Radio.
Lust in Love. Daytime Divas.
And live from the morgue.
And now,
The Sully Show! Hey!
Join me, Sully, JT,
Danielle and Greg.
every Sunday noon to 2 on morelikeradio.com.
Not only did they sign us, they put us out in public. Yay.
Do you like video games? Are you a little antisocial? Well, listen to Antisocial Gamer Radio. Tuesdays from 3 to 5 on morelikeradio.com.
Do you have an unusual growth on your genitals? Did your significant other dump you? Lust and Love, where we might not be able to help you, but at least we'll get a good laugh at your expense.
Lust and Love, Mondays from 10 to midnight on morelikeradio.com.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the No Name Show. My name is King.
I'm Slashley. Fuck your face.
Oh, I was trying to get this person to see my penis.
I want my asshole numbed if you're gonna be shoving some huge thing in it. Like,
Oh, what was I told her I beat her 3 times in Woods and Friends. I think that means I get to see your boobs.
if you wouldn't suck your own dick, why would you want? Why would
Okay,
you
let me phrase that. No, I'm surprised that there are any girls who actually do want to suck my dick.
The No Name Show, Mondays, 5 p.m., only on morelikeradio.com.
In 2002, two guys who drank all night and listened to Pantera met, and history was made. The Elvis and Alfred Show.
Two guys, they're drinking buddies at their favorite bar with plenty of alcohol.
Coming from you, recorded live at the Halfpenny Pub of Sayville.
The Elvis and Alfred Show, rock and roll and alcohol. MoreLikeRadio.com Thursdays from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m.
ElvisandAlfred.com 24/7.
Yar!
MoreLikeRadio.com, where the talk just keeps on coming.
Radio you have to atone for. MoreLikeRadio.com. Professional radio without the rules.
I told you I had a way to beat any drug test in the world.
Are you telling us that?
Yes.
That's disgusting. If I wanted to look at your bare feet, Woodhouse, I'd sneak in and do it while you're asleep.
And I love that I have an erection that didn't involve homeless people.
Back with the second hour of the Fifth Circle Radio program. 908-444-MLR1 is the phone number. And I don't have a co-host right now. It's
all right. I'm calling Joe back.
He had to go poopy. Because that's another thing that only happens on Fifth Circle. We take bathroom breaks during the show. Whatever, it's fine. Nobody cares.
Joe,
Nobody
turn
cares
off
about
your
this
shit.
show.
Hi, guys.
Nobody cares about this show.
What happened? Again.
And it shows. Hi, Joe.
Mersh, I thought you just had a really good interview. What's wrong?
We did. It's just because nobody cares about this show.
Mersh is bipolar.
Let's know.
He lets emotions get to him.
Let's level with each other. Does anybody care about this show?
I do.
If the show vanished from the MLR lineup, would anyone give a shit?
I would, immensely. And I'm not being sarcastic.
Some people may sigh from relief. They'll be out of the lineup.
You shouldn't point that out, Marie.
No, it's true.
No, I mean that, sometimes we're kind of the bully.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about this dumb show anymore.
Oh,
Mersh, stop it.
Someone else is calling. They may care.
Yeah, do they?
Hi, Mersh. I care.
See, Punchy cares.
Do you?
Joe cares. Punchy cares. Like, you have two people that care.
That's 2 for 2.
At least. The
Punchy-
minimum 2.
4 for 4, actually.
Punchy took 14 months to write back to me on Facebook the other day.
I was stuck in Pennsylvania
were
with
ya?
literal cell phone reception, in my defense.
The entire state.
Yeah.
Deanna in the chat says she'd be sad.
They get terrible reception in fucking Jersey. Man. Oh man, I was in Newark. The reception there, it's fucking horrible. Shut up. Oh, hang on, I got to get up and let Royce in. Hang on, guys. This isn't awkward.
Oh boy.
It's actually incredibly awkward.
Well, you don't have to point it out. You could just kind of.
Hang on, we got to fix the green
Hold
screen.
on, because they hit the green screen as they did the old shuffle.
Yeah, so just hang on one sec, folks.
We'll be right with you in a moment.
No problem. This is fine. Everything's fine. It's all gonna be okay.
Well,
hey guys, I missed?
But no, you guys are totally right. Who cares about this show?
Yeah, sorry, IBS.
The impression I
apologize.
get is Royce is the only one that doesn't care.
You're right. No, you're right. I'm not. Yeah, you're right. I don't care.
All right. See, the
Probably-
tone I just heard means it's starting to get real, and I should hang up because I'm getting uncomfortable.
Joe
You always get uncomfortable, though.
Yeah.
He's so nervous. We're fine. I'm totally kidding.
Me and
I
Royce
don't
are okay
care.
with each other. I'm not okay in general at the show.
I don't know why though. You do a
At the
great show.
quality.
You
No,
have been
we
for a
don't.
while.
We
You have a
haven't.
lot of listeners. We
haven't.
have a lot of the same listeners.
We don't
Mersh.
sound check before the show. We get poopy pants during the show.
Well, I'm sorry. It's not my fault.
Royce would shit his pants during a hippo juice.
That's not true. I've shit during a Hippo Juice show
Royce,
before.
I have Imodium AD. If you want me to bring.
I just took 2 Imodium.
Mersh, if it'll
I have
make you
ammonia
feel
nitrate.
any better, there's another caller that wants to profess their
Oh
love
yeah,
for the
is
show.
there? I am so excited.
Hi, caller.
I really hope this Mersh character dies in a fucking fire. He is the scum of the earth, and if this show disappeared, I don't think anybody would truly care.
Is that you, Sean?
And what's your name?
What's your name, caller?
Hey, caller, where are you calling from? Do you know the phrase that pays? Huh?
What happened?
We're giving 2 tickets to
I can't
Bonnaroo.
hear you.
We're giving away 2 tickets to Bonnaroo.
Really? You have 2 tickets to Bonnaroo? Did I win?
Yeah, you did.
What's your favorite radio station?
I mean, the catch is
Sweet.
it's for 2010's Bonnaroo, but still you win.
I don't have to know a phrase or anything like that?
No, you don't. It's fine. It's fine.
No, but seriously, I hate this show and everybody that's associated with it.
Okay, well, we all hate you, so it works out great for everybody.
Yeah, Sean's just mad because I didn't pick up the phone the other night because he called me from his 19th phone number in a row, and I didn't know it was him.
Yeah, seriously.
And I didn't call him back because I was tired and I was drunk and I wanted to go to sleep. I didn't want to listen to Sean go on about his dreams that are never going to happen.
Yeah,
I wanted to get some fucking rest.
Sean has more burner phones than Jason Bourne.
Sean, you have dreams? What was your dream? What did you want to
Yeah,
talk to Mersh
Yeah,
about?
what did you want to talk to Mersh about?
I didn't want to hear about Sean's new fucking spec script for a show. I wanted to play some. I wanted to play some fucking video games before I went to bed.
Sean's let's spitball Heisenberg phones. What's going on?
Seriously.
Sean's had more new phone numbers than the Barksdale organization.
Yeah, hey Bernard from The Wire. Why don't you fucking? You don't have to drive to 50 stores to get your phones.
I think it's a great example that Sean knows that if he can't get a hold of Mersh off arrows, he just call during your show.
That's the way.
Sean fucking calls me from a flip phone and then immediately throws it on the ground and steps on it.
He's burning
These are all
the
true statements.
So what's up, Sean?
Nothing. I just wanted to call Mersh and tell him how much of a detestable human being he truly is.
Cool. So aside from that, Sean, how's life? What's on the docket?
Yeah.
What's?
Oh, no, I'm in the same category as you. I wasn't trying to
Do me a favor, Sean. Reach in your pocket, dude. Reach in your pocket right now. All right. Pull out your Palm Trio or whatever you got.
Your Palm Trio.
And tell me, what do we got planned? What's happening?
Well, tomorrow I have a lovely nap scheduled.
On what sidewalk?
The one in front of his probation officer's house.
Right. No, my probation in L.A. ended years ago. What are you talking about?
Sean's like, I'm going to take a nap under the big Sony box in the alley that way.
Actually, his plan was to hit up all the mattress firms in the area and be a tester.
No, you're doing good. Sean's the kind of guy that would show up to his own court date, but then get marked down as having a no-show because he fell asleep in the courtroom and never raised his hand. I don't get it.
That has happened to me. It's
how did you
terrible.
get a failure to appear? You were there.
That
I
really
know I fell
happened,
asleep.
Sean? You've done that?
Yeah, I've fallen asleep in there before.
How do you
It's
do
not
that?
fun.
How do you fall asleep in a court with all the black guys blasting rap on their smartphones?
Yeah. It's kind of got to be difficult.
Because unlike all the black guys busting rap loudly on their smartphone, I was the first one in there because I showed up early, and I got a nice seat, and then I passed out.
I'm calling bullshit.
Showed up early to court to fall asleep, but didn't show up early to any interviews.
Yeah, when's the next fourth party?
2016.
Yeah, I see that.
Anticipation. It goes in a 4-year cycle like the Olympics.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's good.
There's a winter show and a summer show.
It's consistency.
It's the whole less is more approach where you really look forward to it because it has such a long build-up.
Police arrest Florida woman.
Sean's like the Axl Rose of More Like Radio in that he does a lot of drugs and people are starting to forget who he is.
Oh, Mersh, I love you.
I'm all right.
Police arrest Florida woman 22 for violently yanking penis of boyfriend.
Well, sometimes
Of or off?
Of. Meet LaQuiva Sherelle Wallace.
Couldn't do that.
That sounds like a white girl.
A girl couldn't do that to Joe. They'd try to pull his dick off and their arm would come off.
They would need Tommy John surgery.
It would look like when those power lifters break their arms in those fucking strongman competitions.
The name LaQuifa sounds like something that her mom said in trying to describe the sound effect of her birth.
A Spanish queef.
The 22.
It's at least in proper grammar tense because it's not El Quifa.
El Quifa. The 22-year-old,
Jesus,
by the way,
she looks like every girl that works my mid shift.
El Quifa is going to be facing Shane Strickland at the next pay-per-view.
By the way, I saw the best name at Walmart the other day, Tarnisha.
Tarnisha.
Yeah, it made me think of like having to buy jewelry cleaner.
I just thought of an old timey like, what in Tarnisha got here?
Cover up the hair, and she looks like whoever had to come in for Kobe Bryant when he tore his ACL.
22-year Flirty was arrested yesterday for domestic battery after she grabbed and yanked on her former boyfriend's penis during a dispute inside the victim's Tampa residence.
Ooh, a Tampa story.
Wallace, pictured at
Tampa.
the right, had gone to the home of Antonia Marquez Williams to
Well,
pick
that was her
up.
first mistake.
Which part, the Antonio Marquez or the Williams?
All three.
To pick up the ex-couple's daughter.
Without a hint of irony.
I know.
That was first.
Duh.
Just stay home.
To pick up the ex-couple's daughter, according to the Manatee County Sheriff's Office, which sucks because their police department's so slow. All they do is eat cabbage and swim around in circles.
And all of their deputies are manatees.
And every time the weather gets cold, they go inland.
I said all they do is eat cabbage and swim around slowly and have scars on their back from speedboats. Fuck you, Manatee. Ocean speed bump.
No wonder you
never
became
gonna-
endangered.
You're never going to fight crime that
All
way.
you have to do is live in Florida for 1 month and realize that manatees are annoying. You can't be anywhere near water without a "be careful" manatee signs. Williams told deputies that the pair argued because Wallace wanted to resume dating. However, Antonio did not want another relationship at this time, investigators noted. The argument then turned violent when the offender grabbed Antonio's penis with her right hand and began pulling on it.
It would have been worse if it were left hand.
Williams defended himself by grabbing Wallace's forearm to prevent further violence. The sheriff's report
Or
does not
ejaculation.
detail what, if any, clothing William was wearing when Wallace allegedly accessed his genitals. Though Williams refuses to file charges, Wallace was nonetheless arrested for a misdemeanor battery and booked into Manatee County Jail, where bail was yet to be set.
She was also charged with being a black girl with Amy Winehouse hair.
Is that against the law in Florida?
Her hair is terrible.
She
And it's
really-
not even hers. It's a terrible wig.
No,
of
it looks
hair.
like Lego hair. It looks like, when you put Lego hair on a girl. Like
Baby tried to pull my dick off. I said, no.
I actually was really looking at her hair because black people, they have the weave or the extensions that kind of clip in. But, it just goes from scalp to weave. I don't even know how it's staying put. What is it attached to?
It looks like she's wearing a foam helmet of Fonzie hair.
D in the chat room says, "Pardon me, sir. May I access your genitals?"
I'm
All
gonna
right.
use that from now on.
Next story.
Foreplay.
Texas teacher denies fondling first grader. Says she's too racist to molest a black student.
That's one way of getting out of it.
And people say I don't do prep.
Now I don't want to do this. I just want to leave. Nothing's going to top this story. I should have left it for last. Just the title alone is fantastic.
No, the best part is her scowl in this picture that you have, where she's just kind of like
I didn't touch no nigger, baby. That's what it says. That's what her face. That's what her facial expression says.
She's Asian, right? She looks kind of Asian.
No, she's not. She's Hispanic.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
A Texas prep school teacher who stands accused of molesting.
I may fuck kids, but I have standards.
Texas Fifth Circle. There you go. There's a promo right there.
No, remember our promo guy doesn't sound like that. It's more like the Fifth Circle on morelikeradio.com.
A gayer Stewie Griffin does our promos.
And now my promos will be even less interesting because I have my own show to worry about.
Yeah, like with etiquette and videos.
Are you guys trying to say that when you give people to do production work, their own shows, they do less work?
What I'm trying to say is every time we find anybody who does great work for us, we give them a show. It's a really great fucking business model.
And that's the other problem. Etiquette used to pump out videos every week. Now we get one a month if we're lucky.
He's a
But
lazy cunt.
we get Alcohol by Volume, which is a great show, and everyone seems to like it a whole
I've never
lot,
heard it, but
so-
I've heard it's good. Yeah, other
It's on
people said
Sunday.
it.
No, it's on Tuesdays now.
What
you should
station?
check it out. More Like Radio.
Your station
Doesn't sound right to me.
This one we're on right now.
Can't
the one
possibly.
everyone
It's
is
not
listening
that.
to
It's-
us speak into microphones and
Don't think
broadcast
so.
through the internet.
Agree to disagree. A Texas prep school teacher who stands accused of molesting a black first grader claims she's completely innocent. Her proof? She's racist.
She's a racist.
61-year-old Esther Irene Stokes was charged with felony indecency with a child last week after allegations surfaced that she had touched the private parts of 7-year-old female student at the Northwest Preparatory Academy Charter School in Humble.
Pretty sure private parts don't descend at that age. How can you touch them?
It's female.
Like I said,
They have vaginas.
my testicles haven't descended yet.
Okay, well, I think you're confused. The victim said that she was in the classroom alone with the teacher and that the teacher touched her on the outside of her clothes on what she called
See, there you go. Outside of the clothes, not a private part.
her private part, her vaginal area. A Humble Police Department detective said. According to the detective, Stokes insists that she couldn't have fondled the student because she is a racist and doesn't like touching black children. The defendant stated that she doesn't like black students because she was prejudiced, reads the official criminal complaint. Stokes told police she does not like the complaint.
Why would she like it?
I don't know. The statement released by the school says Stokes was initially placed on administrative leave, but was subsequently terminated upon completion of an internal investigation.
Didn't she go with "I don't like girls"? Like, why was her first go-to? Oh, wait, like, that's what I don't get. Like, it was a little girl. Why didn't she just go?
That does seem more believable to say, I'm not a lesbian, than to jump right to, I don't like black bitches.
Then if you get it, if you get off, if you get acquitted, you get to keep your job, too.
Well, how
but she
about-
went right to, I ain't touching no nigger babies.
Okay,
Like, whoa.
well, you shouldn't go to nigger, but you also shouldn't go to girls because why don't you just say, I don't touch children. I don't like children, period.
You know what? She's getting even
Story
better.
might have a point.
Okay, I actually found a video.
New at 5, a mother's outrage. She is speaking to us after this woman was accused of molesting.
Can we stop doing this story in a
First
sing-songy
grade teacher
tone?
says she wouldn't have touched the girl because the child is black and she is a racist. The mom says that excuse makes no sense.
Why does
Only
this,
about Sue was
can I ask something?
Yes.
Why is this lady talking like the ghost of Christmas Present and Scrooge?
She's Asian.
Oh.
Yes.
I think this teacher got confused the excuse that you give to a judge to get out of jury duty.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Wrong one.
Yeah,
you don't
it's-
want to
it's
say that
completely
in this
different.
situation. It's not going to help.
So did you touch this baby? No, because I don't like no niggers. All right, whoa. That's okay.
What does that have to do with anything?
All right.
I'll give you 5 minutes. Maybe you want to come up with a better answer,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to come back and ask you that question again.
With more and Molly, this is a crazy story on so many levels.
Well, just
yeah, you could say that again. Charmaine, mom, as a matter of fact, reached out to us. She wants everyone to know that she and her daughter are hurting. She said things just haven't been the same. Her daughter is constantly clinging on
Constantly wetting the bed.
to her. 61-year-old Irene Stokes' job was to educate first graders at Northwest Preparatory Academy. Most recently, she was fired for allegedly fondling a 6-year-old girl.
It's nasty. You're 61, you're grown. You have no business touching on nobody's child.
Well, when you say it so eloquently, then yes, it makes sense.
That's the little girl's mom. We're not showing you who she is to protect her
Because she's so ugly, it would break our cameras.
Trying to
Child's
touch my
identity.
daughter all up in her ass and titties and shit.
You know, my daughter just trying to go to school and eat a peanut butter sandwiches and smoke the Newports I put in lunch boxes. And now she got to be touching the vagina areas. And I don't play around because when I was 6, that's how I got pregnant.
I'm saying trifling ass hoes be trying to be all up in my daughter's shit.
I'm just
And then,
trying to... Sorry, go ahead.
And then Deanna has a good point in chat. Do you think she's offended now that the teacher wouldn't touch her because she's black? Like, oh, what? My baby's toy ain't good enough for Miss Bacon because she's black?
I'm just trying to sit here listen to my Ashanti cassette, and you keep bothering me.
I'll tell you what, my child is just as attractive to your pedophile as any other child in this academy.
Well, I'll tell you what. How about we do this? I'll plea bargain. Why don't y'all charge me with molesting 3/5 of a kid? And we'll just call it even from there.
I know it was on, but it was like a subject about that. So I started telling my kids, you know, if anybody ever touch you or anything like that, let me know.
A few minutes later, mom said her daughter started crying uncontrollably.
That's when she told me.
But that's because we poor and she don't eat.
You know, it's like I tell my baby girl every morning, if anybody touch you in your private parts, you tell a teacher. If you see something, say something. And fuck bitches, get money.
The last part doesn't seem to be
totally
as helpful as it should be.
That she touched her.
She touched her all in her vagina areas and stuff.
Pretty sure
And
the
I said,
kid just
"Touch her
started
how?"
crying
And
because
she
it
said she
ran
touched
out of
my-
fruit barrels.
She
You remember those?
My daughter,
Terrible.
she supposedly had grabbed my
Strawberry.
daughter, in her vagina area, and then said, "Don't stop, get it, pop that pussy."
The girl told Stokes to stop and was allegedly told to stand in the hallway and was refused lunch. These allegations were made when all
But
of the
wait,
other
here's the
children...
thing. If she was told to stand in the hallway, that means she was finger fucking the girl in the classroom in front of the other classmates.
Well, where do you normally finger
Right?
fuck girls?
In classrooms.
Okay, so then it makes sense.
In
Coming
front
together.
of other classmates?
Yeah.
in the class were in gym. But Stokes says she didn't do it because she tries to avoid touching children who are black.
Because that's basically a dominant black school. So why were you there anyway if you feel like you didn't like them?
The school superintendent says all of the 30 staff members from the school will now
hate blacks. Yes.
At that point, why on earth are you trying to use logic and reason with this person?
Well, you know what? This is a lot like Stand and Deliver, but instead of Edward James Olmos, there's a lot of finger fucking.
now go through a rigorous training. Stokes is the 4th faculty member this year to
And she's also wide receiver for the Broncos. Oh, wait, no, that's Stokely.
be charged with a felony for alleged behavior on campus. 3 teachers are accused of disciplining a 7th grade girl who wanted to use the bathroom.
I'm hurt. I'm angry to the fullest. But I feel like you send your kids to school to learn.
What?
She said you send these kids to schools to learn.
Apparently, she wasn't sent to schools to learn.
I'm living life with some burdensome niggas.
No, she went to school. It's just her teacher actually really liked black kids, and they were fucking all the time.
Jesus, Marie,
What?
come on.
Huh.
Christ.
No, Marie's got a point. Bitches be trifling.
She was a hooah.
They're real trifling ass bitches up in those fucking 5th grade preparatory academies.
And let's be fair here. She was wearing baby fat shorts, so she kind of deserved it.
Yeah, why do you have a 6-year-old going to school in yoga pants?
Yeah. What
got touched in the hind parts.
That's what I'm asking you, society.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we do on the 5th Circle. We turn a mirror to society.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, Burke.
And we
We're
advocate.
only buying what your factories are making, so shame on you.
When I see little black girls getting molested at school, I get angry.
By the way,
John Taffer?
By the way,
Shut it down.
By the way, Marie, right on the nose with the little hug fruit barrels. those little 25-cent drinks that used to get at the bodega.
I saw them the other day at just a local place. I was like, ugh, those were never good.
Yeah, it's just honestly, those things are just made of sugar, water, and poverty. It's just they're made of sugar and sadness.
Although that fact is explaining a lot about my childhood.
Yeah, it's honestly their little hug, and then underneath the slogan is because you're never gonna get out of this town.
So did you hear Alex Jones about the Boston bombings, Mersh? I thought you would like to hear this.
It's unconscionable. Obviously, Blackwater was involved. I never sleep.
I do a lot of cocaine. Okay.
Well, the point I was trying to make is since they always turn it around on us, I mean, how do we ultimately win? I mean, we keep talking and talking, and I agree with you, the one who takes the first shot loses, but at the end, how do we turn this around?
Well, number one, they're going to stage stuff and say we took the first shot.
False flag attack. President Obama confirmed White House source. I can't say who ever.
They were sent by the reptilians and New World Order.
Alex Jones just sounds like an older Charlie Sheen on more drugs.
And blow it up. There's no doubt that was a federal operation. I'm in the film, and I endorse it. Very powerful. It's got police officers that were witnesses to the government operation who were death threatened, living cops, not the cops they were able to kill, like Terrence Yakey. They got Mr. Brown.
Yeah, the cops were able to kill.
What cops were killed? What's he talking about?
Yeah, the cops were killed. There was a false flag attack, and they killed cops.
No, it wasn't.
Bro, Operation Northwoods. Google it.
Yeah, Google it, man. Look it up.
No, but
it was a thing that happened once.
No, but Joe had a legitimate question right there. What officers were killed?
Police officers.
Others in there. And I imagine the head of the canine unit, a Marine.
That's a perfect, by the way. That is a perfect truth or defense. and they just keep talking.
Veteran of Vietnam, and he's told, we're going to kill you and your wife if you don't shut up about what you saw, boy. One of the first guys to show up.
Did
How's
they
that
really say
sound?
boy?
Wait, what was that
And
boy?
then-
Who was
and then
black?
and then they
Where'd that
said,
come
and then he said, "Why'd you pull me over?" And they said, "Because your tail light's out." And he goes, "No, it's not." And they
He
smashed it and like it is now.
I think you fell asleep watching the Dukes of Hazzard.
I'm just wondering if it was boy or boy.
Yeah, boy.
Can somebody tell
Blew
Alex
that up,
Jones?
buddy.
Can
Now you
somebody
keep
tell
your mouth-
Alex Jones that Walking Tall wasn't a documentary? Fucking asshole.
Shut of your dad. And by the way, when I got him to talk about that first on radio and then in that film, he was gulping on air when he did it. Because, even a combat veteran is like, okay. Because he cares about the truth and those kids they killed. You think it's fun doing this, folks? You think it's fun? All the egomaniacs and narcissists out there that think they're patriots, who all they do is infight.
I missed out on the whole thing, to be honest with you. I was confused by it. I was very confused by the whole thing, if I'm being honest.
What is he ranting about?
This is a life.
Well, he's such a
and death-
patriot.
You don't hear him listen to this.
Patriotic Americans, Liberty Tax Act of 1942, gold standard.
I would like for you guys to, and this might be an etiquette project as well, if he has the time.
Yeah, he
to
has that now.
actually
It's called his show.
to sit down and take a Alex Jones rant and outline and bullet point what he actually means. These are the agenda items that I would like to address and elaborate on, and see if you can follow the string of conscious ridiculousness that he says.
They're putting fluoride in the chemtrails at Boston Marathon. What?
Well, that makes sense.
Because it's a false flag attack and poisons.
With excellent teeth.
And the government was in on everything.
All right, here's some more.
Think it's fun doing this, folks? You think it's fun? All the egomaniacs and narcissists out there that think they're patriots, who all they do is infight and stuff all day. This is a life and death situation. This isn't a game. And they're going to...
You think I'm playing? You think I'm playing?
All right, DMX.
Sorry.
He sounds like
Fire
a fucking
first.
wrestler. It just sounds so phony. And
Well,
you know
he-
it is.
he is friends with
He
Jesse
loves
Ventura.
this shit. He can't wait till the next fucking disaster happens.
What are you trying to say? That wrestlers don't have credibility? If they wear boas?
How do you keep getting in here, Jesse? I'm really sick of this.
I have a cot upstairs.
Yeah, I know. I keep throwing it out.
For some
Royce,
reason,
lock the door.
I do. He's a Navy SEAL.
he can always get in. He always finds a way.
Yeah.
It's their skill. It's how they found.
I'm a governor. I have a master key. I have a skeleton key for the whole country, except the harp machine. They won't let me in.
It's how they found Bin Laden.
It's true, with a skeleton key.
I sometimes wish that Stone Cold Steve Austin would have the glass shatter break and then just bust in on this guy and just start beating on him.
By
Just
blowing
fun.
stuff up and saying we did it. That's why we've got to expose who really does the Fast and Furious. And of course they did
Fast and
Aurora.
Furious
And of
too.
course they're up to their
Fast and
eyeballs.
Furious?
I mean,
Yeah, Fast and Furious.
You doing
bro.
a play on words on the Fast and
Bro,
Furious
he's
movie?
Tokyo drifting.
People
No,
take
no,
him
no, no,
seriously?
No, no, no,
He
no.
did a play on words on a Vin Diesel movie.
Joe, are you that
No,
dumb?
Operation Fast and Furious was we sold guns to a Mexican cartel, and
I
then they
guess
used them to kill.
Mersh is right.
Yeah.
I'm that dumb. Okay, keep going.
It's all right. I didn't know what it was either, Joe.
the
Don't feel
Fast
bad.
and Furious. And of course they did
Ashamed of all of you.
Yeah, seriously.
Ooh, I
Aurora.
used my
And of
parachute,
course
buddy.
they're up to their
We
eyeballs.
sold
I mean,
guns to a Mexican cartel that then killed people.
When you say it that way, it sounds bad.
It's
and it's
horrible.
not that bad.
Well, why
How do
would
people not know about
Why
this?
would we not approve? Why would we approve that kind of plan? That sounds terrible.
You guys are turning me into Alex Jones now. They sold guns to the cartels to kill babies.
Well, he's gonna say it now.
okay? This is a life and death situation. This isn't a game. And they're going to fire first by blowing stuff up and saying we did it. That's why
Oh
we got to
shit!
expose who really...
Here comes Stone Cold taking out Alex Jones.
I would just love to see that just once. I wish Stone Cold would break into more random things.
He does the
What?
Fast and
You want a
Furious.
fair
And of
tax?
course
What?
They did Aurora. And of course they're up to their eyeballs. I mean, shooters in the same outfit from nearby hostage team, SWAT teams from
What
nearby.
about hostage teams?
Operation Northwoods, what?
By federal special unit, local police who were federal special event police caught in the woods. It wasn't just one. It wasn't
What?
just two. There were three of them seen. One.
Yes, Marie.
What's a federal special event police?
Oh my! You don't know what a federal special event police is?
It's the worst Law and Order
Yeah,
franchise
it's really
yet.
bad. It's really bad.
It's so boring. A lot of it is just really
It's
running.
just waiting for the next special event to come around.
Most of it's just running background checks
And
on
putting up
caterers.
barricades.
Mostly just patting down caterers, making sure they don't have
Of
anything.
them arrested.
Man,
and
the
then they tried to
parade
cut
line starts 2 feet back from the road. If you could just step back.
teams from a nearby
Waving
federal
radiation detectors over hors d'oeuvres.
special unit, local police who were federal special event police caught in the woods. It wasn't just one. It wasn't just two. There were 3 of them seen, 1 of them arrested. And then they tried to cover it up and say it didn't exist, even though it was confirmed in the police reports, and we have chopper video.
Chopper video.
Yeah, they have chopper
Can I-
video.
can I see that
No,
police
you can't.
report
It's
or
no, it's
chopper video?
no, you can't because it's
Well,
an
who
inside
confirmed
source.
it?
No.
The
what
New York
they-
Times.
What they have is choppy video.
Choppy
You
video.
got it messed
I
up.
got you. Okay, that's fine.
Okay? I mean, we're in trouble, folks. They grease little kids. Boom, right in the head.
They're greasing little children?
Why-
What?
When did Alex Jones become Al Pacino?
Who,
Like everything he does is an Al Pacino monologue now. Like,
Hey, I
listen,
mean, we're in-
this is the same monologue that he did in Devil's Advocate. Till
Holy
your eyes are
Devil's, yeah.
bloodshot, you're jogging around. That's what he's turning into.
Folks, they grease little kids. Boom, right in the head. To get our guns. Isn't it obvious? I'm sorry, sir. Go ahead.
How's greased up little
you're
children
right.
going to acquire
Somebody-
our guns?
I mean, first off, even if the kids could get a gun, they'd slip right out of their hands because they're greased up.
Yeah, and I mean, as soon as they bend over to pick it up, I'm going to shoot the kid.
Yeah, it's really
It's a
simple.
terrible plan on that.
Come on, Alex, you're better than this.
But I'll stand with you till the end, my friend.
Well, but you say, listen, you say locals that were laughing at you, they're not laughing anymore. Well, listen, when they nuke a city or blow up a federal building and blame it on us, your neighbors are really going to listen if you've told them and given them a noble lie. Film at InfoWarsStore.com. Get
What
that
the
film.
fuck is he talking about other than selling T-shirts on a website?
And
What did he say?
DVDs and DVDs. Well, he's saying it's an inside source, and they're killing kids on the street dead.
And
Yeah.
people only believe him if he tells his neighbors about the website they can go to buy.
Bam! Killing kids. Infowars.com. Buy a shirt.
Show it to your neighbors so
He
they
just
understand.
talks
So awesome and accurately, I know.
Okay?
No.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, imagine a veteran cop, Marine Corps veteran, combat veteran. He's on my show. I'm like, all right, the film's coming out. And you talk about how the FBI came to your office and said you and your wife would be killed if you didn't shut up. And he goes,
What?
Yeah. And he tells the story. And I go, okay, go ahead and tell me the names. Listen. There is a God, and I'm in God's hands. You understand that? And that's why everyone marvels
what
at
were the
this
names?
show.
What were the names, faggot? What are the names? There are no names.
Yes, it was Bill S. Preston and Theodore Logan.
Notice
True.
that he did.
Bill S. Preston, Esquire.
Yeah, you're right.
Notice how he didn't say confirmed sources. There is a God. So
Yeah, there's no confirmed sources.
wait.
There's none.
So it was Wild
Yeah.
Stallions?
He has an inside source in heaven.
The Wild Stallions
Yeah,
did this?
it was the Wild Stallions. It definitely was.
No one can believe.
It was a robot Bill and Ted from the second movie.
It isn't about being good.
Station.
It's my only Keanu.
We're on the air. No one can believe this is happening. How could Alex be real? Because it's impossible.
I'm a conspiracy.
People can't handle their own
that
fear.
should be how he ends his show. When he's decided I'm retiring from radio, he should just say I'm my own conspiracy.
Dude, if I were Alex Jones, I would retire after he makes all his money and just go, I've literally been fucking with you people for a solid 15 years. have a good night. And
I
just
would be
leave.
trying to plan the greatest out ever where, I just disappear. But I have to make up a good year in advance. Just plant little clues around to have those people just try to find him.
Well, we had Jesse Ventura was out and about promoting his new book.
Oh, cool. Is that an invite for you to talk down to everybody?
And he knows how to read.
Well, he's going to be talking down to you in 1 second, sir, so don't worry about it.
Look, 63 documents the government doesn't want you to read. He's here to talk about the book, 9/11, Gitmo, Donald Trump, and whatever else we get to, whatever we can cover. Governor, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Eric. Always a pleasure.
Can I start with the 9/11
Always
stuff?
happy to be here.
Oh, no. Oh, no. How about we'll do this? How about when he asks the question, we'll have Mersh Ventura answer it, then we'll see what the real answer is. Let's see how close you get. I'm curious.
You and I, we went at it a couple of months ago, and got a lot of emails. A lot of your followers emailed me and said, what are you talking about? Bowling? Don't you know 9/11 was an inside job? I said, you're out of your mind, you guys. Inside job. Tell me why. Explain.
Tell me why.
Well, because the plane eventually ended up inside, and what happened was that made the building heat up and fall.
I think you're going to be wrong.
See,
Watch.
9/11 was an inside job in that planes don't belong inside at 500 miles an hour.
Well, let's see what the real answer is. Let's see what Jesse says.
Well, no, let's talk about my book and the documents in the book. We uncover the document that shows clearly there was a stand down for all of our planes.
I want to change America and save everyone. One Kindle at a time. It's available for $13.99. Fucking asshole.
In our country, we cover the documents that show there was insider trading going on before 9/11, and we cover a few different things on 9/11. This isn't conspiracy stuff. We also cover.
You know what? This is what I hate about these scumbags too, because they're all selling a product. Don't fucking believe any of these assholes, because at the end of the day, fucking. If Paul Revere were alive today, he would just come out with a book called "The British Are Coming." The story of Paul
No,
Revere.
it would just be 2 tweets.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it would be it would be something hinting at the book sale.
No,
You'd have to get the
actually,
book
Paul Revere's tweet was the British are coming. # team follow back.
Hashtag FML.
If I get how about if it was Paul Revere on Twitter today, it would go, get me 1,000 new followers and I'll tell you who's coming. Fucking assholes. We're all doomed.
Wait.
Are people need to know, are you saying that planes didn't fly into the building, or that our government knew they were going to fly into the building?
Are you familiar with Star Trek? You remember the holodeck?
Yeah, I do.
I believe they were holographic planes, like the Doctor from Voyager.
A Voyager reference has made this the best fifth circle ever. That's very good. It's very good.
See, Mersh, people care.
I love that. The fucking only one with the black Vulcan. Sorry.
And also that alien that was on there, that was a whole new species, despite the fact that we had already explored the entire universe up to that point. It made no sense.
We they either participated or the biggest buffoons that ever ran our country. It's one or the other.
Except for that governor from Minnesota.
Yeah, he was probably the biggest buffoon.
Other.
Well, why is it that no one ever thought of storming a cockpit with a box?
Sorry, not to cut this.
Okay, at Western Echo, what he just posted.
No, I'm looking at in our private staff page.
Okay.
Hammy's passive aggression.
What did he do?
Sorry for the delay, but here are the numbers for last week. Sorry, I just... To anybody else, you go, oh, okay, sorry for the delay. Here are the numbers for this week. Well, the passive aggression oozing off of Hammy in that one sentence.
Hammy's never passive aggressive.
Very inside, but that was just made my night. Hey, guys, sorry for the delay, but here are the numbers for this week. What a fucking asshole. I'm sorry. So what was that, Jesse?
Cutter and threatening a pilot. It was just no one that had ever done that before. Is that outlandish?
Well, let's go to document 47 where the government talks about building.
Or let's not say we did. See, I have a sense of humor.
You don't, Jesse. I mean, that wasn't a good. Jesse, tell me the joke. I want to hear. Jesse, tell me one good joke. A really good joke, Jesse. Come on.
All right, knock, knock.
Who's there?
The New World Order.
The New World
They're
Order.
They're going to take your guns away.
Oh, but that's not a funny joke.
You won't be able to protect your children.
I don't like your jokes, Jesse. They're really they're not even funny. They're sad and scary.
It admits it went down in free fall. Well, free fall means it was demoed. That's just...
Because I'm free.
It's also a song by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. The only one I ever cared for. You know, I always got him confused with John Mellencamp.
Hammy goes, wait, I just heard my name. What? Hammy's listening. No, Hammy, we're saying we could... We'll
talk about it.
Yeah, you made us laugh. That's all. In a good way. Don't worry.
Another word because it defies physics. The only way a building can fall in free fall is to remove all resistance.
Governor, I was there.
And so therefore all resistance.
I was in the building. Doesn't matter. You don't know.
He just shoves them aside. Shut up, you.
Watch the plane fly into the building. The second plane.
No,
fly into
Building
the
7 didn't have a plane hit.
Building
No.
7 didn't have a plane hit, Mersh.
You're wrong. Shut up. I'm bigger than you. Listen to me.
I'm big and have an indent on my chin.
Allow me to finish. I watched the buildings burn for 104 minutes. I watched them come down, Governor, and I waited, and we waited, and everyone wanted to know what was going to happen with Building 7. Everyone down there, we were all down there wondering, is 7 coming down? There was a rumor that the Brooks Brothers building was going to come down, too. If you know anything about...
But luckily it didn't, and they still have affordable suits.
the World Trade Center.
At low affordable prices.
That's, and that's the best part about 9/11. People don't bring that up. Brooks Brothers still standing. Never forget. Never forget, guys.
Never
Come
gonna
on.
bring that empire down.
Yeah, you're not.
Underneath the
you know
World
what?
Trade...
And as opposed to Men's Warehouse during 9/11, where you're going to love the way you look, covered in asbestos and surrounded by unbreathable air.
I guarantee it.
Trade Center was cavernous. It was a mall. You could walk literally between all the buildings. So when the pile came down, it took the structural integrity out of the bottom of 7.
What do you know? You were just there.
And Brooks Brothers, and the other one, it escapes me right now.
It still wouldn't fall free fall.
I personally like Van Heusen more. Their prices are a lot more reasonable.
Defies physics. Free fall means it's like it fell as fast as me jumping out of an airplane before.
And if you've seen my movies, you know I do that.
Before I pull my chute.
Of course,
no
you would
resistance.
fall the same rate as a bowling ball out of the airplane or a penny out of the airplane.
Then you're arguing against physics, my friend, and you can't do it.
Listen, I've heard you say that you think that there's no chance for steel to melt with jet fuel because it's so close to kerosene's burning.
It takes 3,000 degrees to turn steel into liquid.
It does. Did you know that?
But it doesn't take more. It doesn't take 3,000 degrees to fucking affect the integrity of steel. That's what they don't get. It's not. You don't have to liquefy steel to wipe a building out. You just have to get it pliable.
That's not true.
He's
It's
a
like
fucking
adamantium,
idiot.
bro.
He should be shot in the face.
No, man, you don't understand. It's no way the building should have come down that
you're
way.
right. I don't understand.
It was made out of Wolverine's bones, and there's no need.
Let me ask you something. Was Magneto there? Because steel doesn't bend unless Magneto uses his mind. And sometimes, for a building of that size, he needs Cerebro.
Your facts are shoddy.
And he can
at
only
best.
gain access to Cerebro when Professor X is somehow incapacitated.
You know, you're. I'm gonna tell you right now, Jesse. Your facts are shoddy at
We
best.
all know. Is it any coincidence that Wolverine wasn't allowed to smoke when he was in Cerebro? I hate Jesse Ventura. It used to be fun, and now
You don't
he's
have
just
you.
an
And by the
ass.
way, he's dressed. He's wearing like a fishing shirt with like an Indian thing.
He's dressed like Zeb Coulter.
Yeah, it's the only way to describe what he looks like. He looks such a fucking
Wearing
asshole.
a Jack Swagger T-shirt.
All right, I'm done with Jesse. I am done with him. I won't anymore.
You're never done with
Saudi
him.
Arabia reportedly deports men for being.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
fucking bisexual Ian in the chat room. Where did the planes go? Magic.
Man, fair enough. Saudi Arabia reportedly deports men for being too handsome.
That man's name, Joel Van Wingert.
It's a good problem to have, but it's still a problem for 3 men who have reportedly been. That, by the way, that's why Dutch was deported from this show for being too handsome. It's a problem. Joe, you there? I just want to
I'm
make Joe.
here.
I like
I'm
making
just-
Joe feel uncomfortable.
You're just too smarmy. You were close.
Okay.
It's a good
shut up, Joe. Dutch and I talked the other day.
Yeah, that's
ass.
fine. It's a good problem to have, but it's still a problem for 3 men who have reportedly been deported from Saudi Arabia for being too handsome.
It happens, bro, to me all the time. They're like, bro, could you do something? Wear a veil? Or could you maybe
wear a veil?
Yeah, one time, like, I was sitting out at this outdoor bar, and they were like, could you just go to the inside? Because right now it's just...
It's attracting
you're
too many pretty
incredible.
people?
Yeah,
You're too incredible. Okay. The men were visiting Saudi Arabia from the United Arab Emirates to attend an annual Genderava Heritage and Culture Festival.
Oh,
which
I hate when I'm late for those.
Because
right
first
now.
off-
Oh my God, is Genderava coming up again already?
It is.
I need my tickets.
But it sucks. So the second year in the row, the Green Day's opening, and come on.
I fucking hate Green
I know,
Day. Remember
seriously.
when they had
You know
Foo
it's
Fighters open?
That
And
was
you know it's
cool.
going to be the same set list.
Yeah, the same thing.
Don't wanna be a Saudi idiot.
Yeah, and the guy's wearing mascara. They were apparently minding their own
Where
business.
you get stoned to death for being an idiot.
They were apparently minding
Gonna cut off all the clitoris.
They were apparently minding their own business when members of the Saudi Arabia religion police entered the pavilion and forcibly removed them from the festival. Their offense? They were considered too handsome to stay for fear that women would find them irresistible, according to Arabic language newspaper Alaf. A festival official said that 3 Emirates were taken out of the grounds because they were too handsome, and the commission for the...
No, too handsome, senor. Too sexy.
And the Commission for the Promotion of Virtue and Prevention of Vices, which sounds like a great promotion to be a part of.
Sounds like a great company, yeah.
They had a wild ecstasy party the other
That was
night.
crazy.
Everybody in that company works for human resources.
It was,
my God.
You know what? It's the closest thing to Burning Man that you could get.
That's like, seriously, that's like your country having human resources.
It does. Members feared female visitors could fall for them, Elif reported this week, as quoted on the website.
Are there pictures of these handsome men, perchance?
I do not see any. The Emirate men were subsequently deported to Abu Dhabi in Saudi Arabia.
What? Like Garfield does to Normal every episode?
Yes. In Saudi Arabia, women are largely prohibited from interacting with unrelated males. Which, by the way, great, man. You know what? Great religion. I love it. You gotta love Islam. It's so good.
Yeah, it's cool. You're allowed to fly a plane into a building and kill millions, but you can't be handsome.
You can't be handsome. After the incident, the UAE released an official statement indicating
Touch
that
would be crucified there.
You know what sucks is their third friend. They left him there, and he was like, "Hey, what about me? No, you're fine. You could stay."
But that's what I mean. You could have just thrown me out to make me feel better.
I'm
gonna leave with them anyway.
It's fine. You stay.
But no, I'm good.
No, you stay. It's fine. After the incident, the UAE released an official statement indicating that the religious police may have been on high alert due to an unplanned and, we assume, unnerving presence of an unnamed female artist, reported the Telegraph. It's unclear whether the men were evicted in relation to that incident, however. So,
Look, apparently Saudi Arabia not bringing sexy back.
They're not. Or clits back. They're not bringing them back either.
No, well, you can't bring a clit back.
What are they bringing back?
Honestly, once they remove the clit, unless you keep it in ice like a finger.
Yeah, is that how it works?
Get it back on.
Yeah. We're bringing stonings back. Half-naked woman shows up at news conference at South Carolina State House.
Was she hot?
Well, I'll post a picture.
He said South Carolina State House.
So, yes.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
People on hand
Is that
for
Sweet Brown?
It is. People on hand for a news conference at the South Carolina State House. She's so sexy.
Whatever. At least she has more hair than your old co-host you tried to fuck.
This is why I'm quiet.
Hey, Punchy, are you there? Is Punchy still there? Oh, he's not. I wonder if
Would we be able to tell if he was?
I was wondering if he was still waiting for Mary outside of Raw.
Well, did you know that I heard that she won tickets to WrestleMania and she was interviewed and she was complaining about the free tickets she won?
Because
she's such a, she's not an ungrateful cunt at all.
What
is I'm
if they
saying.
weren't good seats?
Well,
they were free.
Yeah.
I think it's the point of that.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah, maybe some people are just never satisfied, despite the fact that, they could have it really good if they just learn to be happy.
No.
Not be a miserable fuck all the time.
No, just be mean.
Just get
man.
some road game.
The last one was hurtful.
Sorry.
The last one was really mean.
It wasn't necessary.
I got unfollowed for no reason, and I've been nothing but an angel.
No reason.
She unfollowed you?
I don't know why I posted a picture of Punchy in the chat room.
Aw. It does look like Punchy.
The podcast listeners, that's a fat guy with hair.
It's Tugboat from
Tugboat
WWE.
from WWF. Yes.
People on hand for a news conference at South Carolina State House got quite a surprise after a woman showed up half naked. The incident was caught on camera. Officials were in Columbia to promote the state's zero-tolerance litter campaign.
Ah, somebody found an uncensored one.
Ah!
Why would it be censored? She's wearing a bra and underwear.
Because it was censored because it's gross.
It was censored out of pity?
Because it's just as offensive as
What
if it
about
was naked.
What about her fupa?
That see, oh my god, there's
Well,
3
I'm-
fupas.
I'm just glad to see Sweet Sapphire's doing all right.
I'm noticing that her bra is unhooked in the back. That's alarming.
Why? She's easy access.
What else is alarming is the fact that her earrings do not match her underwear. At least coordinate if you're going to make a statement.
Looks like she has giant balls.
No, that's the fupa. That's what happens.
That's like 3 fupas then.
No, it's just the one.
No, there's more than one.
No, it's just the one. She's wearing some nice big old granny panties, and of course her fat's going over her vagina area.
But there's like 3 fat rolls.
Actually, it's pretty smooth if you ask me. It could be a lot lumpier. You're not looking at the the glass half full, Joe.
No, I'm not. I don't see where it is.
She's pretty sexy.
She's got it going on.
My opinion is that if you're gonna, at least if a girl's gonna be naked, you want her to be someone that looks like that.
I kind of want to motorboat her.
She kind of looks like a motorboat.
I wouldn't want to go in that motorboat.
All right. Well, let's.
No,
I want
that sweat and cocoa butter.
I wanted to get to this before we
I
finish.
bet she makes good food though.
Alleged ricin mailer appears obsessed with illegal organ harvesting.
What?
So they're talking about the guy who mailed ricin to the president.
Yeah.
Well, first off, let's start with this. He was an Elvis impersonator. So
Well, who isn't these days?
So here's a picture.
They still have those?
It makes a lot of money, so.
No, they don't.
Following the arrest of Paul Kevin Curtis in connection with the mailing of letters to President Barack Obama and U.S. Senator Roger Wicker that initially tested positive for the poison ricin, NBC reported that both letters are signed, I am KC and I approve this message. Now other writings from Kevin Curtis focused on the experience as a former employee of the North Mississippi Medical Center have been found, and both pages on a similar note.
Royce, why are you reading that article and not the picture of the guy that you just posted and the caption it has?
We'll go read the caption.
All right, so it's Elvis, and he's
That's the
obviously
guy.
in a cafeteria, and he's pushing a janitor cart. And it
That's
says,
not really the guy.
That's the guy, for real.
And it says, Elvis has cleaned the building. When he's not out swiveling his hips, Elvis impersonator Kevin Curtis runs a cleaning business. And yes, his sideburns are real.
So he's doing great with the whole ricin thing.
Right.
He has a lot
I want
going
to know
on.
who took that photo. It's him standing in front of a Pepsi
Would
and
I-
Coke vending machine, holding a janitor's cart with his hand out like, hey,
Is
I'm
it-
the Elvis guy. And who the fuck would let him come to work as a janitor dressed as Elvis?
He's a janitor who was also an Elvis impersonator. So I think what we've learned about this, folks, is just keep your hobbies at 2. Because apparently the mailing rice into the president was his 3rd hobby.
Yeah.
Just stick with 2 hobbies, folks.
I am a little disturbed that a Pepsi machine is so close to a Coke machine.
I know. You know what? I think the tension of being in that situation is what drove him to mail a deadly neurotoxin to the White House.
It's also a 1989 Pepsi logo, so I smell conspiracy.
Yeah,
I hope
it
the
looks
Gray State
very
people
old.
can get on that
Honestly,
ASAP. As they are in Boston right now looking for clues.
Right now, he's getting tortured by the CIA for information, and he's like, you think this is bad, huh? I survived in a room with a Coke and a Pepsi machine once. There's nothing you can throw at me I can't handle.
The writings of Kevin Curtis, also of Mississippi,
I bet they make a lot of sense.
appeared to each.
Roses are red, violets are blue, rice and kill you now.
Why does he just keep writing the lyrics to Shine by Collective Soul on the wall?
As well as several social media accounts active as recently.
He's also a fan of Collective Soul Cat.
Meow.
A newspaper photograph of Kevin Curtis, who is an Elvis impersonator and runs a cleaning business, is both on a Facebook page for Kevin Curtis and at one of the sites on which the writings are found. The profile picture on the Facebook page is the same for Kevin Curtis on Twitter. Ooh, let me get his Twitter. Hold on.
We should tweet this guy.
Kevin Curtis only has
He has a Twitter?
He only has 527 followers.
That's not enough.
Well, following now he has 528. Father, singer, songwriter, philanthropist, and humanitarian.
Obviously.
And Ricin mailer.
Yeah, here's his Twitter account.
Allegedly.
There it is. Kevin Curtis Curtis Live on Twitter if you want to send him a tweet. Why don't we see the last thing he tweeted?
Oh,
April
he tweeted
17th.
yesterday.
Yeah. Family of Jeff Bonham, double amputee, and viral photo learned of injuries on Facebook.
Well, that's boring.
Well,
And then it links to a Huffington Post article. I don't know what he's trying to say there. Like what?
I think what he's trying to say is he's a grade A Elvis impersonator. So, I mean, I think he mailed Ricin to the president because he said he uncovered some sort of big secret or something.
Oh my God! Look at his Twitter photo. He looks like he's just starting out as a magician, and that's his.
Look, it is. He does look like he looks like he's doing street magic. Look at him. It's in the chat room. Oh. It's like he's doing street magic. Kevin Curtis, mind freak. What a fucking asshole.
Kevin Curtis, bioterrorist.
Bioterrorist / Elvis impersonator.
/ janitor.
All right, guys, we got to wrap up. Joe, thank you for being on tonight. I appreciate it. Punchy, also,
Anytime.
thank you for coming on. We do appreciate it. Coming up right after us, 360 on 420. So stay tuned, kids. Anything else you want to... Oh, Shane Strickland. What's his Twitter again, Mersh?
At Strickland Shane and mlr.brownpapertickets.com. Get your
10
tickets,
days.
motherfuckers.
All right,
Do
guys.
it.
Have a nice day.
Looking for answers.